Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for led spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection for caller. V is for validate all advice licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. I'm just looking to see if the feed is working. On spiritmediumtv.com, which is a website for this show. You should be able to see this show live, but on my computer it's not showing as live, so maybe tonight's show won't be videotaped at the same time or broadcast at the same time. But if you feel like taking a look over there, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item number 2 has a hole for the video, has a place for the video, but I don't see anything in it, but it could have to do with the fact that I'm running it from here. Anyway, I hope everything's well with everybody. Nice to speak with you again. In case I get disconnected, Susie B is in the background, and she will step in, and all of you have a chance to meet her on the phone lines, and in a few moments she will come on to the show to ask me a question. So tonight's psychic and medium readings. In other words, I can connect with those who have deceased or moved to spirit, as well as about your own life, answering questions about your own life. And on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I only do mediumship. Means I only connect with those who've transitioned to the other side. The show is about an hour in length. The reading should start around 10 to 15 minutes into the show. Prior to that, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit as a special inspiration this evening, as there usually is. And before I get to that, I just want to make some announcements. And the announcements are basically what happens on the website for this show. If you want to jump to the top of the reading queue, you can give $5 to get $5 to get 5 minutes on the show. And this is a donation that goes to help animals. And if you don't want to do that, that's okay. I try to get to as many people as possible. I'm just trying to give some people a way to jump to the top of the reading queue if indeed they really need to speak with me, as I cannot get to everyone that calls in. As I mentioned before, you can watch the show live at item number 2 on Spirit Medium TV, and you can also RSVP for the Intuitive Playground, which is a development circle I run after this online. That's item 3 on Spirit Medium TV. It allows you to jump through to the Intuitive Playground to RSVP and get into the classroom. Because tonight in the classroom, the Intuitive Playground classroom, and also the inspiration for this evening will be all about how alignment with, well, it's all about this month's class is all about holistic business, how to create a business based on your soul's purpose, and basically marketing as well. How to organize your business, a business plan, everything to do with creating your soul's work in this lifetime. If you're just interested in being more successful in business, then it would apply as well, at least the first class, which is tonight. But if you're interested in creating your own holistic business, then all 4 modules are extremely jam-packed with information, things I've gleaned over the years. I have 17 years in sales and marketing. I have about a year in internet marketing. I've even sold real estate, so it's another couple of years there. And then I've been in this business for a while, so I learned a lot. I've hired business coaches, I've read a lot, and I've done a lot. So if you want to glean from my learning and not have to pay that much for it, which a lot of people don't realize, I'm not charging a lot for this stuff that I spent lots of time, effort, and money to create. And on top of all of that, it's not just a business class, it's a spiritual development class, because it teaches you that when you align with or love your problem, that's your biggest conflict this lifetime, from there your powerful prosperity emerges, because your soul has a mission. And when you align with your soul, that's when your miracles start. That's where you start to see synchronicities, you start to get inspirations. Another way of saying soul is your intuition or your psychic ability, because actually the word psychic is soul in Greek. Psychic is the Greek word for soul. So when we align with our soul, we're aligning with our intuition, our intuitive guidance. We're aligning with the supernatural world, spirit world, which is powerful, omniscient, omnipotent, and we take advantage of that when we do our soul's work, which is our dharma. So the first lesson tonight, we're going to be talking about that in the class, but I'm also going to open up the phone lines to Susie B right now before I do the inspiration, because maybe the inspiration has to do with her question for me. Susie B is in the middle of something. Okay. All right, well, I'll start with the inspiration, then I'll come back to her. No, actually, I have something else to talk about before I go to the actual inspiration. Any of you have a chance to watch on TLC Learning Channel, the Learning Channel's new show was right after Long Island Medium last night, called Angels Among Us with Rosie Shapiro. I thought it was Shapiro when I first heard it. Then I've gleaned as the show continued that she lives in upstate New York as an Italian-American mom. I don't know what it is. Lately, we have all these Italian Americans doing psychic work. And my own mother was Carmela D'Alberto, and of course, I'm Italian American also. I guess we're all kind of like, I don't know, lately we're all kind of like pretty crazy, right? If any of you have had a chance to watch the show, I'll be asking you as I move from phone number to phone number, because it was kind of interesting, the show. I wonder how successful it will be, and I'm very curious to get your feedback on that show. Okay, so Susie is on another phone line. I'm going to go to her right now. I'm going to go to her anyway. Susie, I'm sorry. I would like to speak with you. Can I do that? You.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay, love. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you for being patient with me. I want to get your question before I go to the inspiration, because maybe my inspiration is in part the answer to your question. So what is, by the way, Susie B is the co-host of this show. She's in the background, taking your information, introducing herself to you, and being basically our ambassador of spirits. Right, Susie B?
That's right. We have a great team here.
We do. Okay, so in any event, Susie suggested today, and thank you for your donation. Susie always donates to the show to help animals. She suggested to me that rather than me read for her, which gets a little redundant over time, that she would ask a question that has to do or pertains with each week's theme, and the theme comes from the classes I'm teaching. So do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I identify one of my life problems as the lacking in self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
How would I approach this, with words of affirmation or meditation? What would you suggest?
Well, I don't really believe much in approaching any kind of deficiency we have head on, because it's like putting a Band-Aid on a wound. Better to heal the wound. So my methodology for doing that is energy work, and that's the course in October, which is all about allowing our subconscious to speak and then clearing out our our blocks through certain guided meditations that I will do in the class, as well as chakra healing and clearing, which I do in the third class. So basically, the first class is everything I do, as you know, Susie, follows the acronym LOVE, L-O-V-E, and the way to heal or release an issue that we have is first to let go. And there are guided meditations, there's journaling, there's a whole series of exercises on the letting go step, which is the L of love. And then the O stands for open what you feel. Start to follow your intuitive feelings every day. So we're clearing the self-confidence blocks first course, first lesson. Second lesson, we're opening our heart center. Because so long as we're blocked by some lack, something that we feel we don't have, we can't go to what we feel. So we open what we feel, we open our heart center, our soul. That's our soul speaking to us. So long as you're behind so long as you're behind the block of lack of self-confidence, you can't get in touch with your true power. Because what happens, right? Because what happens is all of us, everybody does this. We all block ourselves in terms of our power, in terms of our particular deficiency or our fearfulness or what we feel is our lack. So when we can release that, then we can start to get in touch with our heart center and start to follow it through. So that's the second step, open our heart center. Third step is vibrate at a higher frequency. When you've done the first two, then you're ready to vibrate at a higher frequency, and that's where we do a chakra clearing, which is literally releasing the negative lower vibrational energy, and replacing that with a higher frequency of love, which is an ascended energy, and that's the energy of the ascension, and that's love. We vibrate a higher frequency of love. So that's when we move from fear or lack to love. And then the fourth step is embrace your God flow, which is guidance, opportunities, and destiny. So that's how I spell God, and that's, once you've released all this stuff, you've released what you feel you're lacking in, you've opened to your heart center, you vibrate your frequency higher, then you're ready to follow your flow, because your flow is then released. And it's like you cannot be guided so long as you're in the lack level, because lack is lower astral vibration. That's where we think, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this, I don't have, that's lack. So that's a long answer. It doesn't really allow me to talk too much about tonight's business. That question was a great question, but what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about, if I can weave it in, because the case study I have for tonight's class, she doesn't have self-confidence, the person I'm going to talk about. And what she does with her business, so this month I'm not going to be helping you clear your lack of confidence. I will in October do that, but in this month I'm going to be helping you build on that, build a business. Can you imagine?
Identify and finding the theme, the threaded theme that runs through all of your
right. And and another thing to remember is we can still build your business without a part of releasing your lack of self-confidence is to see it as your prosperity, to love that problem, to see it as a benefit versus a deficiency. So this month we will be helping you release that in building on it and seeing it as your lemonade rather than your lemons.
Right.
Okay.
And that's the good thing about this, is finding that thread in order to work on the clearing of it. And the basis of it is pretty much lack of something that doesn't let you move forward. So October's class is going to be a great one, because, and of course this month as well, for identifying, and then in October clearing. And everyone, if you've been out there and have did some research on how much a chakra clearing is, it is really very well worth taking the class in order to do that, because the chakra clearing costs more than 1 month of classes, and you're getting a lot of information.
And actually, I used the wrong wording. It's more than a chakra clearing. It's a healing. It's a very deep. I found in my work that the chakras are the portal to our energetic body, which is our soul. And so they now I don't do a personalized one. I do soul healings, everybody, which means I read your chakras, and that's taught, by the way, in the Clairvoyance course. But I read your chakras, and then I heal them with your help. And it's literally an energy thing we do. So you're literally resetting your vibration. Bing, ding, ding. We're setting it like a tuning fork. Ding. So anyway, if you want to stay on the phone for this, this way you hear it also, because I know if I let you off the phone, you're going to go off and interview somebody, and I want you to hear this if you don't mind. I'm going to go into the little inspiration for tonight. Can I do that?
sure can.
Okay. So I want you all to think about the following, everyone. I have a question for you. Let me go to the actual article. What is your soul's business for this lifetime? Many of us never think about it. We just think, oh, I'm going to go get a job. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone until I finally get tired and disgusted and earn enough money I can retire. However, when you align your work with your soul's mission, the winds of spirit flow you to success. So it's really worth it for us to look at. I think I will let you go, baby, because I'm holding you there. I can feel it. You go off, Susie, and you go do what you're doing. Or if you want to listen, you can listen. And this way I don't hold you there, okay?
I will listen as soon as I get your callers, okay?
Okay. Okay, sweetheart, thanks. I feel like I'm holding you there. Okay, go ahead, honey. Bye.
You're okay.
Okay. All right, honey, thanks. So I'd like you all to think about the following. Why not? It doesn't mean you have to throw out the work you do, but you may lend new purpose to it, or you may align it a little differently. And when you do, all of a sudden, supernatural energies come in, rush in to help you. And I know that because in my own life it was this way, but I'm not going to go off on a sidetrack. I'm actually going to move you forward in seeing what your biggest problem is in your lifetime, and then seeing how we can move that to something positive for you. So let's try this little exercise. I'd like you all to think about your own life right now. Think about the first time in your life you were really upset about something. See if you can remember that and write it down. Okay. Now think about the second time in your life that you were really upset about something, and write that down. And then think about the third time in your life you were really upset about something, and write that down. I'm not giving you a lot of time, I know, but I'm trying to move as quickly. You can always listen to this later. Do you see a theme between these events? Do you see anything that's related? Because the theme of your life holds within it the seeds to your success. If you align with it and hold it as your power. I'm going to give you a little example. I'm going to talk about a hypothetical person named Sally. Okay. Little Sally's first memory was being hit by her father in a rage when she accidentally dropped a glass of milk at only 2 years old. Her second memory is a mother taking her to a Catholic church to leave her there as an orphan. She was going to orphan her daughter, but she changed her mind at the last moment. Third memory is her mother or father were not there to pick her up after her first day of kindergarten. She had to sit there petrified in the principal's office, wondering if somebody would come pick her up when finally her aunt did hours later. So her theme is neglect, abandonment, neglect. Now, her purpose in life would be helping others overcome a sense of neglect through vigilant self-care. Her business focus would be self-esteem. So if she aligned her business with self-esteem, she would have the winds of spirit in her sales, moving her faster and more affluently towards success. By the way, self-esteem, I looked it up using the Google's keyword search tool. In other words, Google's keyword search tool will tell you how many people are searching for the phrase self-esteem every month and how stiff the competition is for that particular phrase. Well, that's a juicy one. Self-esteem has over 49,000 searches every month. That's a lot of searches. And it has low competition. In other words, a lot of people are not offering services or trying to win your business on the internet related to that term. So then she would create, so that's a very good business niche. Okay, that shows that it has high need, but it has low competition. And so let's say she created a business that was based on self-esteem, and she created a system of healing. She uses the acronym SELF for this. And each letter in the word SELF stands for step that she would use in her healing process. Like, for example, the S of the word self, what she created called self-journaling. So this is hypothetical, but self-journaling is just something she trademarked. It's a unique journaling system created by Sally with the help of her angels. for example. This is an example. And so on. The E will mean something, the L will mean something, the F will mean something. It's her process. And this is the focus of her business. She now has shifted herself. She's moved herself from a generalist who might sell energy healing and intuitive services, which is just a commodity, and she's competing with everybody else on the block for that on the basis of price. Okay? She shifted herself to a specialist of value. And she will, her business then now pre-selects prospects based on self-care, self-esteem, whatever you want to call it. She starts attracting people that need that help. So that's just a quick example of what this course does for you. Then all the marketing and everything would follow suit. The course goes into everything, the problem, the solution that you're going to provide for people, how you voice it, how you speak about it, and then how you sell. So that's what the course is about, and it's you can register for that. You can still register for it on Spirit Medium TV. Item number 3 puts you through to the registration page. I'm just going to check to see if there are any people here that are waiting in the queue that made a donation, and we see we do have one, Rhonda. Okay, and I also have Penny. Okay, wow, I got 2 people here. All right, Ron, and we already did. We did Susie B, who made a donation. Thank you, Susie, very much. Let me just make sure I'm not skipping anybody. Okay, let's go to Rhonda 330. And everybody else who doesn't want to make a donation, that's fine. I'm just allowing that donation process for those who need to speak to me. Gives you a chance to jump to the top of the queue. Hey, Rhonda, what's going on, love?
Hello.
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 I can hear you.
Okay. I was just wondering when things will, or if they ever will, get going romantically with the guy that I've been talking to. That we've talked about him before, Mr. P.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to ask if you give me an initial or something. I think he's the scholarly type. Yeah. Mr. P. Well, Mr. P still grieves. Mr. P is still in the past, living in the past. And I feel that he's stuck there. Unfortunately, I don't feel much change. It's like he doesn't like where he's at, but he's not able to get out of it. He's like caught in a box. So this doesn't look like he can change very easily. Let me see what else. He has 2 children, right? Daughters, I think we spoke about this before. Did we not speak that he has 2 daughters? Yeah. He has 2 daughters. They love him very much. He's comfortable in his little hole that he's stuck in. And, you know, is just not a very progressive person. He's not a ventureful. He doesn't like change. He's comfortable in his situation of being in grieving and loss, or stuck where he's at. So he's kind of stuck. So do I see it's ever going to move? I can never say never. Nobody could ever say never. Let me just see if it ever will move forward for you. Well, it's not that bad. You've made some progress. But what I feel that even though you've made progress, it's still stunted. It's stilted. It's not moving forward enough. It's not going to ever really. So what I feel is it's probably not the best use of your time, and that you need to continue to sniff around. Now, I don't feel that that's going to be too hard for you. When I say sniff around, I mean look for somebody else. I don't feel that you're in love with him. And I feel that it will be fairly easy for you to do that. I think you like him, but I don't think that you're going to be like with a broken heart forever about this person, because he's just too limited, and he hasn't really truly extended his energy that you would be encased in it. So I recommend you look around a little bit more, because I think there's a lot of potential there for you. And another thing I need to add on to that is it feels like again, I feel this always with you. This guy feels a little too older for you, too staid, too limited. And I feel someone young. Yeah, I feel somebody younger, more lightly, more sprightly would come in. And I said this to you a long time ago. I feel similar energy. It's not the same person, perhaps, but I do feel someone else is going to be coming in. It's going to be more fun, younger, and more playful for you. And I feel that that's what you need. I also feel that you need to let go of the idea that you have to have somebody, because as soon as you let go of that, it's going to allow things to come to you.
Okay.
Okay, so be more playful with this and enjoy the process more, because that's going to be your guiding light to getting somebody. Okay, and within 6 months, I do see somebody. Now, maybe it could be Mr. P, maybe it could be somebody else. Let me just see. I don't want to limit you to Mr. P, though. That's the thing. Well, let's put you this way. Mr. P can be in the running. Okay, but don't limit to him.
Okay.
For now, it's like letting the cream rise to the top of the milk.
Yeah. I've let it go before, and then we talked again, but so close.
Yeah, he feels just caught in a rut, and that's the way he is. So I would just allow myself, if I were you, to be more open about the process and look around, because you're a lovely, fun person, and that's your energy. That's what you really need. Okay?
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. Good luck now.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye, love. Bye. Okay, we're going to go over to Penny. Penny made a donation. Thank you very much, Penny, for your donation. Thank you, Penny, for your donation, sweetheart. How are you this evening?
I'm okay, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, darling. And what can I do for you this evening?
I have been unable since I moved where I am for a year and a half, if not more, almost coming up on 2 years, to find another place that I can either afford to rent or to buy that I like. And somebody keeps telling me that I'm really not supposed to be in Florida. I have a tremendous longing to go back to the Northeast, where I'm from, the New York City, Westchester area. And of course, you can get like 2 feet there for $1 million a month, and of course, there's the cold. So I was just wondering.
That's a hard one, yeah. Well, let's see what Spirit says for you, honey. Oh, God, I don't know why I get this horrible pain in my chest, like you can't breathe.
Right.
I think. Oh, okay, all right. Let's relax a little bit, sweetie. Okay, just relax a little bit. Your heart is good. Don't worry about anything. You do need a change. That is true. Okay, let's see if we can get you up north, or where you would be able to move.
When you hit so many brick walls, that maybe Spirit is trying to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, I got a few different things that just kind of flurried in, but they don't answer your question. That's why I didn't say anything. One is I saw this apartment.
Say anything. It's okay. Whatever comes, maybe we'll go off on a different tangent. That's fine. If this is not coming,
Well, it's yeah, exactly. So I see an apartment, and it looks like it's run down inside. It reminds me of like almost as if it's haunted in a way. Maybe it has old memories for you or whatever. It's just not where you want to be. It looks like it's the Florida place. It may not literally be the way it looks, but it is what I'm seeing right now. I actually see a terrace on the left. It looks like it's a garden apartment, and there's sliding glass windows to a terrace that has a screen to it. And then on the inside, it just I don't know, has stuff from the past in it that needs to be eliminated. So what I would like to say is that what I want you to do is a clearing of energy. Okay? I want you to go through your closets, and I want you to throw things out literally that no longer belong in your space. I want you to lift the energy of the place by keeping it in only those things that make you feel happy, that make you feel joyful. Release a lot of stuff, a lot of clutter, because what you can do right now is you can raise your vibration. This will allow you to open up doors, releasing the past, releasing vibrations. I also feel that it will allow you to raise a little extra cash. Maybe some of it you can sell in some way, maybe on eBay or in a flea market or something, but I feel some of the stuff you are holding on to does have a little bit of value. And I don't know why they tell me to do it this way, but I want you they're telling me to do it this way. In other words, what you're releasing doesn't mean it doesn't have value. It just doesn't fit you anymore. So they want you to release. They want you to release the past. Okay. So when you start to do that, it's going to clear your head out. It's going to clear your lungs out. It's going to clear your energy out. It's going to make you feel lighter, freer, and more favorable for a move if any. It will relieve some of your stress as well, because a lot of your stress is due to the fact that that somehow there's ties from the past that bring you down. So they're telling me to relieve your stress this way. Now, does that mean you're going to necessarily move? It means you heighten the possibility of being happy where you are, or that you can allow something to come in. But until you do that, energetically, it's almost like you have a ball and chain where you are.
Well, the problem is that at the end of the month, the landlord's going to send me another year renewal at a $200 a month increase, and I'm just like really running out of time.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that. So what you'll have to do is sign that lease, because I doubt anything's going to happen until you do your clearing. And when you do your clearing, that can also be with saging and prayer, and a whole bunch of things. They're telling me journaling even, that when you release, you find things are going to work out. So one of the things I would like you in particular to do is to have more faith in the energy of the universe and allow yourself to flow with it. Just flow with it. If that happens, if you're in the place, who knows? You could be released to the lease. If it's right for you, you will open up your flow. If you have to stay there, you'll stay there, but you will be happier there. So let's get you happy where you are now so you can release it. Once you release it,
well, I know it's going to happen. I hate to be negative, but it's tremendously inconvenient for me, and I'm spending a fortune of time and gas going every day, whatever. And I don't know whether to buy or to rent, because
well, that is the advice that I can give you. And again, that's all I can do. It's like that's what you can do from where you are. And if you want to breathe better, I suggest you do it, because right now you're smothering yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. Yeah.
I don't only mean from that. I mean in your energy. I could feel it in your heart center there. Okay. It's like you're making yourself feel, it feels like you can't breathe, literally and figuratively. So when you can't breathe, how do you expect spirit to help you? Breathing is inspiration. It's pulling in, it's inhaling something. So breathing is very important. So that is my advice to you. And I want you to understand that when you change your vibration, everything around you can change. And we can't shift what we are negatively attached to. We can't release it. So you have to love it the way it is with all its flaws. Another thing that you can do, because they did say journaling, on the journaling front, is to journal every day about what is good about where you are. Not only your home, but your whole life, because this will also shift your energy. And I'm going to talk about a book right now which you can purchase or get from the library if it's available. It's written by Melody Beattie, Beattie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that you would know her, but she's written another book since the one, Codependent No More. This book is called 40 Days to Miracles. And she lost her own son. He died. And she created a healing process based on journaling, gratitude journaling. And it's a very powerful process. Sounds simple enough, but it is a powerful process. When we learn how to make lemonade from everything, from all the lemons, hey, even from the horrible warts on our body, we make lemonade. When we make lemonade out of everything, that's when our energy shifts, and that's when life can work for us. Another way of looking at it is in 12-step programs, a lot of the people that are in those programs will say, I started to see miracles when I let go and let God. So being great, right? And that's like a little proof that I'd like to share with everybody is when we let go and let God, when we accept things the way they are as positive for whatever reason, we find things start to heal themselves. See, we're just little specks. We're just a little tiny little body in a big ocean of stuff. And if we try to figure it out, we never get anywhere. That's why we have to work with powers that be. Powers that be are bigger than me. Powers that be are bigger than me. And so those are your advice. That's your advice for today, Penny. It's recorded. You can listen back to it. But I think you're going to do very well because I think you're a very powerful person.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's see if there's anybody else in a donation before I go into, excuse me, darling. Oh, There looks like there is somebody here. Oh, yes, there's a Mira. Oh, what a beautiful name, Mira. Okay, and she's from Canada. She's probably in the Skype. Okay, let's see if I could find her. I see one Skype there, but it has the name Queen associated with it. There she is. Hello, Mira. How are you this evening?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for your donation. The animals will appreciate that. What can I do for you, honey?
I just had a question for you. I connected with someone a couple months ago, and I just want to see if you see us connecting again. We ran into each other a couple times, like coincidentally, and I just want to see if you see us talking again.
Okay. Can you please give me initials?
Of his, or?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, his is MM.
Wow, we got a lot of M's tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. The spirit says no, good and plenty instead of M&M's. Okay. Well, let's go forward here. M, will he come? Well, there does feel like an intertwining there of paths. Let me see something. He's thinking about you as well. He feels like just for validation purposes, he feels like a more mature person, older than you a little bit, very quiet type, sort of studious type, an introverted personality. Does that make sense to you, Mira, from what you know about him? Okay. He's a very thoughtful person. I do feel that he thinks about you and he thinks how to maybe allow things to develop a little bit without seeming too obvious. He's not the obvious type. He's very subtle in whatever he does. He's very academic. He's very slow moving, kind of similar in energy to the person I was talking about earlier. Slow moving, academic in mind, purpose, body, and soul. He does like you, but it's not up to him. It has to happen through destiny. Let me just see if destiny's in the favor of this. Yes, and you know why I say that? Because there's somehow, it's cute the way they show me this. I know you're from Ontario because I saw that in your, your receipt. But I see this bridge, very cute, very nice looking architecture bridge near the city, and I think they're showing me the bridge maybe as a way to bridge things or a way to get connected with him. But he's on the bridge. Interesting. He's on the bridge. It feels.
No,
Excuse me. What did you say?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if the bridge is literal or just symbolic, but I'll just say he's on the bridge. Okay, he's on a bridge. I see him on a bridge thinking about you, wanting to get close and not knowing how. But I feel that you're going to be the one that will have to bridge that in some way, either through friendly repartee next time you run into him, suggesting somehow to get together, or even more literally by trying to contact or communicate with him. Now, there also feels like there's some kind of interference on his end that he doesn't really want to step forward for some reason, and that would probably mean that he has somebody else in his household. Do you know that for a fact, please?
Not in his household, but yes, I do. I am aware that he is seeing someone.
Okay. Well, she's practically in his house by now. Yeah. So a lot of things have to happen. So he's not going to reach out because he does have another person. If anyone could bridge it, would be you. But it also feels like there's something built into your life and his that allows this continued contact. Either you have to do, the thing has to do something to do with work, either the way you both work or where you both work, or something to do like professionally that allows you to be around him. Does that make sense to you, please?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, well, how do you run into him? Because I think it does make sense the way it's coming through.
Like, it's just places I go to, like when I go out to hang out with my girlfriends and stuff, he's usually in the same event.
Okay. Does he work in academia, or is he in research or something? Is this heaviness to him, like as if he's very
He's an engineer.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's something about his work that has put him in those contexts with you. Maybe it's that he works near you and that you both ended up at the same place or something. But there's something about work that allows you to kind of cross paths from time to time. So I do feel you'll be running into him again in the near future. But you might want to kind of try to create a situation where the two of you can be together maybe for something else that's impersonal but allows you to get a little bit closer to him. That's the best I can say right now. I don't want to project further than that, especially since there's somebody else there.
Do you have a time frame?
In about 6 weeks, looks like something's going to open up again there.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, that's a rough one because he does have somebody else, and I don't feel he's going to make a move, at least not right now. Okay, alrighty now. So what we're going to do now is just open the phone lines. Okay, well, they've been open all along. I didn't mean it like that. I'm going to go to Rose in 201 area code. Hey, Rose, how are you today?
Oh, good. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, and thank you for joining our mailing list. And what can I do for you, darling?
I'm single. What do you see coming for me in the romance department?
Okay. Oh, it's like as if to say, I'm a leper. Please save me. I'm single. No. It's amazing. I know. It's hard. You know, it's hard. We always think when we're single, we want someone. When we have someone, then we have problems. You know, then we have the problems of being in a relationship. All right, let me just continue with this for a second. Hold on, honey. Interesting. There's actually, I didn't mean to go to mediumship for you, sweetheart, but there's actually a father figure in spirit who's looking out for you on this front. Is trying to help you with this. Okay, I don't want to develop that. Yeah, feels like there that you have had at least one significant relationship in the past, like a marriage or something. Can you please confirm that, Rose?
I lived with someone, but we weren't married.
Okay, that's your significant relationship. That feels like it broke your heart. That was not meant to be for permanent long term, but it was a good one for what it was, which is teaching you lessons about self-worth and self-esteem. You will have a new person coming in soon, but he will be a surprise to you. It won't be exactly what you think you're looking for. So what Spirit wants you to do is to open up your mind, your heart to new possibilities and get out of your mind the topical things. They want you to think in terms of essence of the person and soul, how this person is inside. So in other words, what you're thinking you want maybe a little bit too much on the surface is saying get more into how the person's going to be inside. I do see somebody now, and he's dressed in winter clothing. I know you're calling from area code 201, so I'm assuming you live in the Northeast in New Jersey. Is that correct, please?
Yes.
Okay, so that winter clothing shows me that he will be coming more in the winter time frame. There's okay, hold on, there's something else coming in. Looks like he has a dog. Looks like you'll be meeting him doing something socially, either dancing or out with friends, something like that. And that he'll be a very helpful kind of person, very nice person. He looks like he's got a mid-sized frame, not real tall, not real thin. Aggressive, kind of energetic kind of personality, really outgoing. But he's not like he's a good-looking man, but not terrible. You're not going to look at him just say, "Oh my God, I'm dropping dead here. He's so gorgeous." He's attractive, and he's going to really be a kind person, somebody that you really can get to know better. So just the advice here then is to continue to go out, be with friends, love yourself, let go of your expectations, and allow yourself to ride that magic carpet ride of life. I feel somebody is coming in for you in the near future.
Oh, that was nice. Do you know if this guy's going to be long term or is this a date or?
No, you asked about significant. I told you significant. Yeah, this is going to be an important person. You're part of it. It's important that you and everyone listening understands that we all take part in this. We're all part of the creation process. So if you let go of externals and get more into what you want inside of that person, the heart center, how he is as a person, then he will be coming in and in the time frame. Looks like January, February time frame. And yeah, it's a long term, a significant person for you. Okay?
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, just see if there's anybody else there. Okay, moving on now to Dawn. Dawn's from the New York area. Hello, Dawn. How are you tonight?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm great.
Hi. Did you have a chance to watch that show? Now you remind me about that show that I was talking about earlier. Were you listening when I talked about Angels Among Us with Rosie Shapiro?
Yes, yes, I was listening.
Oh, you were? Oh, you were listening to the show. Did you see the TV show last night, though?
No, I have not. I have not.
Oh, okay, all right. It was just a little strange. You know, I really like Long Island Medium. It's kind of got a lot of punch to it. But this one's just very, very strange. At one point, Rosie, this medium or psychic, whatever she is, she's in a party store and she starts doing Ring Around the Rosie with this woman in the store who doesn't know her. It was very strange. What can I do for you this evening, Dawn?
Oh.
I know, right?
Sorry, that was your mind just switched. Okay. I just wanted to know relationship. What do you see for me as far as the relationship is concerned?
Okay. Do you work in healthcare?
Yes, I have clients.
Okay. I didn't ask if you had clients. I just feel that you work in healthcare. You're very, very healing personality,
Yes.
healing person. You love you.
Yes, well, I'm a psychologist. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you love people. You're a caretaker type, but of course within boundaries. You know how to set boundaries. I don't know why they want me to see all that first before I can answer your question. I guess I just need to align with you energetically and get the confirmation needed. You're a very healing personality, very healing type. One of the things you need to look out for is that you don't give too much in relationships. That's one of the things you tend to do.
Right.
You're aware of this. You've put boundaries in place to do this. Now that you've put the boundaries in place, it's a lot easier for you to pull in somebody. Because before, when you were being overrun by personality, like people would stomp on your little garden in your mind, in your head, in your emotions, you were really preventing. Now you're not going to prevent anymore. So you had a shift. You had a big shift, and now you're energetically ready, and that's what I needed to find out first. So love is just around the horizon. I do see you sort of interviewing candidates, so you must be doing either something like speed dating or internet dating, or you're at least, maybe when you go out, you kind of like, you know, when you meet somebody, you kind of like size them up, but I feel like you're very good at kind of going through people and sizing them up for yourself. You're going to have to go through a few more before you get to the right one, however, and that means actually, you know, going on a couple dates with this one and that one. It's not going to happen instantly. But by the springtime, I do see you starting to enter in a committed relationship. So that's what I'm seeing. The man is tall. Yeah, the man is tall. He's slender. That's what you like, by the way, they're telling me. No, why are they showing me this? This is something interesting. I see. I don't know if this is you when you were younger or you have a daughter, but I see a younger person, like a girl, who's wearing a red hat with some feathers in it, and she looks like she does something with what do they call that when you use the you do marching in a band and you use batons or batonets or whatever it's called,
Yes.
the twirling thing. Did you dance when you were a kid, or did you do batons and all that twirling stuff when you were a kid?
I may have. I've always been performing, so I may have. I don't have a daughter though, so I don't know who the little girl is. Could be me.
Oh, then you've been a performer. You always performed. You do things musically.
Yes.
You're very musically okay.
Singing, yes.
Singing. Okay, that's what it is. It's like the little girl in you showing up right now because it has a bearing. It has a bearing on the answer. So doing something musically will lead you to him. So they showed me that.
Oh.
So don't forget the little child in you. Let that little girl sing and shine. So you should be doing something musical, okay, and entertainment oriented, either participating or actually the one doing it.
Can I tell you?
Sure.
Can I tell you? Well, I'm a psychologist, and okay, I've always had that performance background, but I'm not trying. I'm in entertainment, the entertainment industry, like media, as a psychologist. So I guess in a way it feels like performing. So.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Well, yeah. So I see this. So why they show me a little girl with the batonet or the bayonet, whatever it's called, because it's a performance thing. It's a musical thing. It's a movement thing. So anything to do that's fun and lively and entertainment focused seems to be able to put you in contact with this person. So and the way to get there is remember the child in you. You know, use the child in you. Do things that are playful. Yeah, do things that are playful and fun and musical.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And movement oriented also, maybe going out dancing or something like that. Anything like that that makes you feel like a young person, having fun, and then that's going to put you in contact with this person. But I see him coming in the springtime. You're going to have to go through a few more before you get to him. Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, Dawn. Bye, honey. Bye. Okay. Let's make sure I don't have any donations. That's why I keep jumping over there, because sometimes I may have a donation that came in last minute. I don't want any at the last minute. I'm going to Tara. Oh, I'm trying to go to Tara. Hello, hello, Tara. How are you this evening?
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Oh, my pleasure. What a beautiful way of speaking you have, Tara. Have I ever spoken with you before? I think I have.
I think you have, yes.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
A long time. Well, I never could forget you. I think you might have been the lovely lady that had the man that I thought looked like a cowboy or something, but I kind of get a few of those every now and then. What can I do for you this evening, darling?
Romance. I work in a big hospital setting, and there's a person that I've met and I come across from time to time, and I feel a strong connection there. I just want to know, is there anything there? Is there a mutual connection there on their part?
Okay. You know, it's so funny because there's this guy that calls into our show from time to time, Melvin, who works in a hospital. He used to work in a hospital, and he used to ask the same question. It's a woman I come across every now and then. Is there a connection there? But where are you calling from, Tara? 601. Where's that? Okay, good. So it's not Melvin in the hospital. Okay, just because he's in Georgia. Okay, that would have been so funny. Okay, what are the what was that, honey?
It's KM.
Yeah, thank you.
I just met this person recently.
Okay. I don't like him for you.
Every time we talk,
Well, he's cute. He's cute.
connection.
Well, yeah, you have a connection. He's cute, but I see him as very handsome. Seems to have a tight body. He's kind of energetic. He's somebody exciting to be around. But I don't think that he's going to be that. If you if you got involved with him, he might be more of a player type. Is kind of what I'm picking up. So I don't think he's for you. Now, could it develop and then you learn that later? Yes. Let me just see that, because that's your real question.
Yay.
Well, no, not if he's a player. It won't be so great. Hold on. Hold on, honey. KM for Tara. He likes you. He is interested. He will be asking you out soon.
Yeah,
He will be asking you out
I
soon.
felt that too.
But be careful that he's more, I guess one might say most men are not monogamous, but this man is less monogamous
Yeah.
than most.
Wow.
Yeah, so be careful with him. But I do see that he will be asking you out very soon, and you will like him, and he'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Okay, so you give it a chance, but I'd say it's like finding a beautiful wild horse. Can you tame it? Not sure.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Don't mean to put a downer on it because it's certainly going to be fun while it's alive and well. But this guy he's you know what he is? He has a lot of energy and he's he's vital. He's energy. It's hard for him to be still too long, and so I kind of get that feeling about him. Exciting, exciting. But can he be with one person too long? Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Thanks. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye. Yeah, I don't know if she really quite understood. I was saying I don't know if he's going to be the best in the long run, but for certainly a short term, he'd be exciting. Okay, Crystal. We're going to Crystal.
Hi.
Crystal, what can I do for you, darling? Hi. Where's 239?
Thank you.
Where's 239?
I'm actually calling from Mediumship.
Oh, okay. So where do you live? I'm just curious. Where do you live? Jamaica. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. What time is it in Jamaica right now?
Like 9 minutes.
Oh, okay, so you're an hour earlier than us. Okay. All right. So what can I do for you this evening, Crystal?
Me and my spouse, we're trying to relocate migration or maybe a new job or something. I was wondering if migrations in the cars or a new job.
Are you trying to come to U.S.?
I'm always looking at Canada.
Okay. Well, I do feel that you will be coming. I do feel, and I do feel it is going to work out for you. I do feel that one of you, or I think it's you more than him, has done something with your career so that it's kind of transferable, and that you will be able to fit in very easily with the career choice. It feels like, do you work like a nurse's aide or a nursing, something like that? Is that what you do, honey? You're the manager for the hospitals, did you say?
The personnel manager?
Personnel manager for the hospitals. Okay, good. Yeah, because I feel that you could do something in healthcare very easily. And then that's going to get you in the door somehow. I don't know what your husband does. I don't get that for him because I don't have him on the phone with me. But I do feel that you have this transferable skill. Even though you think you're a personnel manager for the hospitals, you also have a lot of knowledge about healthcare, and that you've done something yourself directly in healthcare. So you have all these different skills that you can use to relocate. And this will open doors for you. Now, will it be Canada? Yeah. You see, Canada. You sure you're going to like Canada? I mean, it's kind of cold for you, right? But it's an entree. It's a beginning. Okay, it's an entree for you, a beginning place. Are you thinking of like the northeast part of, not northeast, but the eastern part of Canada, like Ontario, that area? What are you thinking of? Okay, is that, I don't even know, I don't know where that is. Is that west or where is it, honey? Where is Alberta?
It's narrow to San Francisco.
Oh, Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's like in the middle. Okay. Okay. Well, I do feel it's going to work out for you. And the money will be there. I feel that you're going to be the first one to go. Okay, that maybe it'll be done in steps. Yeah. Or maybe you'll be the first one to get the job there if you go together, but somehow you're leading this. Okay? Okay.
Do you have a time frame there?
Yeah, soon. Not going to be that long. Feels like before the winter sets in, like this fall. And there's something about children with this that goes with this. Are you thinking of having children, or you have them already?
Oh, no. I don't have any kids.
Well, I don't know. They say something about once you do this, then you can have your children. You can have your family. The children will follow quickly. See, the children will follow quickly is the way they're saying it. I got the impression that you would have family, you would make a family there. So it's your whole future, like, kind of sits there. So go along with it. It seems like it's going to work out for you, darling.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll call you again.
Okay, you're welcome to do so, honey. Thank you, Crystal. Bye-bye, honey. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, everybody, I'm going to be ending the show now. Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I continue this wonderful work. I'll be talking to the other side that day only. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Namaste. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.